Hey, good morning, folks. I'm H2 and you're on the F3 channel. Hey, I really appreciate you joining me here on the channel because I know you have choices of many different venues and others that might be providing similar information. So, and I do encourage you to don't just listen to what I'm telling you, but listen to multiple sources and figure out what works for you, because it is possible the things I'm talking about are not for you. So I just encourage you to continue to search for something that works for you, something that clicks in your mind in order to move you ever so closer to getting to where you want to be. So, hey, I'm on my way to work this morning, and in the DMV, you know, the traffic is rather thick, but I found that I like driving to work when I don't have a deadline or I'm not in a hurry. So, you know, I can roll right along just like I'm driving Miss Daisy, and sometimes that can be a little dangerous for your health here in the DMV because most people are in a hurry to get to where they're going. But this morning I'm not in any hurry, so I'm just taking my time, moseying on through the traffic as I get closer and closer to the Pentagon there. But hey, I just wanted to get back on the channel and talk about a few things this morning. And so what I want to talk about is obviously money and whether you are in need of money. And so most of us can identify with that particular need. Even if it's not an immediate need, we'd probably like to have a little more than what we have. And so I just like to remind you that there is two sides to the coin, or two sides to the equation in terms of getting more money. So obviously you can get a second job if you don't have a first job. You can get a second job, a third job, whatever you have to do. You can sell some stuff. You could do a number of things to generate more income. And so the problem most of us have is that we are out of time. There is no more hours in the day to pursue another source of income. And if that's you, don't be disheartened, because there's something else you can do, and this is what it is. The second part of the equation, the financial equation, is your expenses. So if you think you need more money and you have maxed out all the opportunities of generating additional income, I need you to take a look at your expenses. I would bet you there are several $100s a month worth of expenses that you can cut, which will automatically drop to the bottom line, thereby giving you several $100s more of spendable income. And so there are several things you need to examine when you're looking at your expenses. Your housing cost, number one, is probably the biggest expense you have in your budget. Transportation costs, and that includes everything from, you know, car payments, insurance, maintenance, gas, parking. All of those things can add up to be a pretty hefty bill. So if you're the kind of person that loves cars and you got more than one car per person in the house, those are luxuries that are probably costing you money in terms of payments, insurance, maintenance, gas, all those things. And for some of us that live here in tight quarters, you're probably paying extra to store that vehicle. So just want to take a look at that and see if that'll free up some cash. So the other things you want to take a look at are those things that nickel and dime you. Eating out is a big expense. It is convenient and it's probably tasty, but it is very expensive to eat out. I just remember a couple, well, I don't know, been a few years ago, I just happened to add up how much money we were spending in our household on eating out, and it added up to $1,000. So I know how easy it is to add up that kind of expense. So that's just another area you might want to take a look at in terms of cutting your expense. All right, so there you have it, folks. You can either increase your income or reduce your expenses in order to give yourself some wiggle room in terms of getting greater financial stability. All right, hey, hopefully that'll help you. I'm H2 and I'm signing off.